Hello guys, I'm gonna show you how to farm Apex Rampages solo to get S plus or S rank. First, let's go over the build. So this is the equipment. And for talisman, you want to get either spare shot 2, slugger 2, paralysis 2, or sleep attack 2 with 2 slots. Now the build doesn't have to be perfect. Like if you have spare shot 1, for example, with 2 slots, it's still fine. Or paralysis or sleep with 2 slots. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So I know I don't have paralysis or sleep with 2 slots. So I will look for spare shot or KO talisman. Yeah, this one will be good. This one no. This one no. This one also no. And this one also no. So this one is perfect. But if you don't have a perfect one, it's still fine. You just lose some slugger, because slugger is less important than spare shot. So the spare shot is priority. So without anything, we have ammo up 3, slugger, artillery. So now we need to get spare shot 3 first. Thrift. Okay, now we got spare shot 3. Now we want to get paralysis and sleep attack now. Also, if you cannot get sleep 3 or paralysis 3 is also fine. 2 is perfectly fine. Even 1 is fine. So you don't need to have a perfect build. So, more paralysis. And now we want to get artillery as well for our sticky damage. And now we have a lot of 1 slots, so we want to get recall and reload speed 3. So the priority is spare shot, then recall, reload, then artillery, and then paralysis, sleep attack, and KO. That's kind of priority for this build. Okay, so we have paralysis, sleep, spare shot, artillery, ammo up, reload speed, recall, slugger 2 is fine, it's okay. You don't really need slugger. So you can check when you do rampages, you can check the objectives. So you want to complete for S+, you need to complete 4 objectives, or 3 objectives and a bonus objective that appears, which you don't know what's gonna be. So you're looking for something that you can do. So for example, this one, Village Defender repels monster. It's kinda okay, it's possible to do. Gather materials is On solo it's actually quite hard to get for some reason. But maybe it's doable, and stun monster is doable, and repel using cannon. It's kinda hard for on solo. If it's like 7, it's hard. And inflict status ailments. So this one, status, ailments, and stun we can easily get. But drop materials. Okay, village defender repels a monster we can also kinda easily get. And drop materials, it's probably doable as well. So this one we could do. Now this one, repel using Wyvern Fire, just 1, it's fine. Stun a monster is fine. Elemental Blight we can do. And status ailments we also can do, and set up hunting and slayer. So this one is kind of perfect for us. So let's do this one. Now you want to eat for Bombardier. So you want to eat for Bombardier. Okay, I will show you. So Bombardier increases sticky damage. Now you can also eat for Slugger and also for status. Yeah, to increase the status attacks. Well, I don't think it's necessary to do the status attacks because it's 2 shots anyway. Let's order that. And now, and you also want to set up your Radial Menu. So I don't shoot like Paralysis 1, Sleep 1, I don't shoot those because you need 4 shots to do it. So I kinda just craft, if I run out, I just craft level 2 ones for Paralysis and Sleep. So you want to set it up. This can be quite expensive, so you need to farm some Argosy to be able to have this ammo. So here you need Sleep 1 and Catalyst. Just do craft all. For Paralysis you need Paralysis 1 and Catalyst. Now you also want Catalyst. And for that you need Bitterbug and Honey. Now also you want Sticky. So Sticky 1, you need Blast Nuts. And Sticky 3, you need Sticky 1. And Gunpowder 3. But you never shoot Sticky 1. Don't shoot it. Now also have poison on this to help with status, but it's not really necessary. But you can also do poison if you want. So this will do. So for the loadout you want to have from ammo. So Sticky, Sleep 1, Sticky 1, Sleep 2, Poison if you want, Paralysis, Paralysis 2, Poison ammo. Yeah, this one don't need. And this one as well don't need, and this one as well you don't need. And you want to have Blast Nuts, that's the important one, Bitterbug, Catalyst, Gunpowder 2 and 3, Honey, and the rest is optional. Because you can craft Paralysis 1 as well with like parashrooms and stuff, but in my opinion it's not worth it. You can just go back and restock during the downtime. So it's better to just shoot Paralysis 2 or Sleep 2 and craft more when you run out. And anyway, if you run out, you just go back and restock. I think that's easier. But if you want, you can also just get materials to craft Paralysis 1 and then you can craft more Paralysis 2, but it's kinda expensive. And you will run out of Catalyst, so you cannot shoot a lot of 1s as well. You cannot convert too many 1s to 2s. So in the beginning, I like to set up village defenders in the front. I don't set them up in the back because sometimes you want to sleep the monster and deal with it later when he is at the gate, especially those gate killers. And if village defender shoots it, then he will wake up. So for setting up hunting installations, you can just unsummon the same one and put up a new one, and that way you can complete the quest quickly. So for stuns, you can use ballistas, triangle shot, or Y. So if you shoot with it in the head, it's usually 1 or 2 hits to get the stun. So it's the very quick way to, in the beginning of a fight, to get the stun. You can also use the retreat shot to flinch him, and he will expose his head, so it's easier to stun him. Another way you can stun is just use your sticky free. Just 2 or 3 shots should stun the monster. Another way you can stun is if you Thunder Blight the monster, you can apply Thunder Blight with the cannon. So if you charge, it will deal more damage and apply a better chance of getting Thunder Blight. And if you attack Thunder Blight the monster in the head, he will get stunned. So for status, it's really simple with this build. So you can just shoot para, sleep, or poison ammo at the monsters. It just takes 2 shots, like para 2, sleep 2, 2 shots, and poison as well. So it's really easy to get this one, and it also helps you. It helps you to get other objectives as well. For example, you can sleep and stun, you can para and stun, so it can help you a lot. And also, if the monster is stuck in the gate, you can sleep him and deal with him later. Another way you can apply status is Wyvern riding, for example, Puki Puki or Rathian. You can apply poison, but it's not really necessary for this build. For element, you want to use Iori and buddies as soon as they spawn. They disappear after first horde anyway, so there's no reason not to use it. So here I used it too late, but if you summon it just as it spawns and there are 3 monsters, it will apply 3 elemental blights to them. Another way you can apply elemental blight is picking up shinies, and you can jump in the air and throw it on the ground. It will apply elemental blight. Or you can place them on the ground and shoot them when the monster is over it. Another way you can apply blight is with cannon and shooting with X. If you charge it, it will apply the Thunder Blight better. And also it can help you with your stuns. And another way is riding monsters that can inflict elemental blight. So for example, if you had Mizu Tsune with light attacks, you can apply Water Blight, or like with Rathian and Raphalos, you can apply Fire Blight. So it's also a good way to apply blight. Another really good way to apply elemental blight is with Wyvern Fire Artillery. So when you unlock it, make sure to use it. So if there's like 1 monster in front of you, so you can use RT shot, which is just 1 single shot. And if there's more than 1, then you can use a triangle, and you can apply a Fire Blight to more than 1 monster. One more thing to note, if you get in trouble and you don't have counter gong, you can just use a counter gong. And it will disappear and you have another place to build something as well. And just use counter gong and just shoot the monsters with sticky. Like these normal monsters will take like 3 or 4 sticky shots to die. If you get in trouble, and monsters are pummeling the gate, just sleep them. Just sleep them, and that's why I don't build village defenders at the back. So this way they won't wake them up. So you can sleep them, and it will help you complete the objectives as well. So for example, I needed more elemental blight and wyvern fire repel. So now I got more elemental blight, and also I managed to kill it with wyvern fire artillery. When apex monster appears, it's faster to just farcast back and go into the next area. So you have time to build some defenses. Stick is really good for this because you can get 2 or 3 or even 4 stuns on an apex monster, and it does really respectable damage. It's just a little bit less than the best sticky build, so it is really powerful. So another thing that you want to do is when you get to this area and apex monster roars, he will bring some monsters, and you want to spawn Ustushi, and he will stun all the monsters, and it guarantees that you can ride them, apart from apex monster, of course. So this is really powerful in the defense, but just is better to try to avoid hitting another monster that is in stasis. Or if you play in multiplayer, just try to take turns in hitting him, because if you hit your friends, then it fills up the gauge and you go straight into the Punisher. Also, sometimes after you finish riding, you can even it gives you an option to ride again. So it's really strong in the defense. It's not strictly necessary, but it's good to get rid of those monsters, and then it also deals quite a lot of damage. So it's really good. So at the end, you just want to use your remaining masters, and if you don't have counter signal, then just use it. So you just use everything you have, and it's not that hard to kill these apex monsters with this build, because if you're in trouble, you can paralyze or sleep him, and also you have sticky stuns. So here I'm just paralyzing to get a bit of a breathing room, and then just shoot in the head with sticky, so when he's paralyzed you can build up more stun, so he gets stunned as well. Here as well, I sleep him, so I can get the Fujin out, and Fujin sometimes he stuns the monster as well, and it deals quite a lot of damage, like 5 or 6k I think. So here I'm just crafting some ammo, then getting Fujin, and he will help me. Another trick you can use, if you are in this area, you can sleep the monster, preferably at the gate so he doesn't get woken up by defenders if there are any. And if you use a splitting wyvern shot on him, it will deal double damage. So it should deal almost 18k damage. So you do get quite a bit of materials. You get like Apex, Blaze Sacks, Core Horns, whatever you need for Rampage weapons, and also a lot of defender tickets for ramp ups, and you can also use them for melting. So it's pretty decent value. And also it gives a lot of HR. So it's the best one for HR farm.